One of the tools that I have created for you to help sort of track your progress is the progress tracker. This video is going to tell you a little bit about how it works. Um, I am using an example progress tracker for this video, so this is not exactly what yours will look like when it's got live data in it, but it'll be set up the same way. So each unit will have its own progress tracker. Um, so you'll find it under the unit on Google Classroom, usually towards the top and with a little compass symbol here because it's a navigation and progress tracking tool. So click on that. In this case, we're opening our example progress tracker, and let's see what we've got. So the progress tracker is going to tell you what unit it is for. Let me actually get my little arrows. All right, it's going to show you what unit it's for. Underneath that is a color key. So what the color key is going to show you is sort of where you are relative to the pacing. If it is in white, then that means that you haven't done it yet, but it's also not due yet. Or it's an aspire to do lesson. If it is in red, it means that it is a must do or a should do lesson. And the due date for it is passed. Remember, you can still make it up, but it's just a signal to you that you are a little bit behind schedule. If it's in yellow, it means you've done it, but your score on the mastery check was low enough that you need to revise before you can move on. There's a video about the revision policy, and see me if you need some advice on how to deepen your understanding so you can pass that mastery check so that you can move on. And if it's in green, that means you've completed it and you've done well enough to pass the mastery check. All right, so below that, you're going to see the date. That is something of a control for the spreadsheet. And then you'll have a row of lesson names. So this is showing you the lessons that are in Unit 0, at least the state of Unit 0 as I am making this video. Below the lesson names, you've got target due dates. This is when, if you're on pace, you will be finishing that lesson by. Again, remember, this is a self-paced class, at least within the unit, so it's okay if you get behind pace, as long as you talk to me and you've got a plan for how you're going to finish things. Don't panic if you see some red. It's a signal to you. It is not a punishment. Below that, you've got the mastery target. That is the grade you need on the mastery check in order to count as having mastered the material. And then a little note about the type of lesson that it is. Must do, should do, or aspire to. And notice that in that line, the cells are color-coded the same way that they are on the online versions of the roadmaps. So again, if you're sort of trying to figure out where you are, you've got some visual information there. So you can see that this one is labeled as a should do. So you should be doing it, but it's possible to skip it if you absolutely have to, whereas this one is an aspire to do. So if you are not gunning for an A, it's okay to not do that one, and it won't lock you out of future mastery checks. Below that, we've got a chart of all of the students and where they are with respect to the unit. Now, you'll notice that the column here just has some emojis in it. These are made up ones for the example. But you will be getting your own little emoji that indicates who you are on the progress tracker. Here's why. This is going to be public. Anyone in the class can access the progress tracker. There's a reason for that. It's so that you can potentially find other students who might be in the same situation that you are, stuck on the same things, or not even stuck, just sort of working on the same things. But it gives you the option of being anonymous. So if you don't want people to know who you are, then don't tell anyone which emoji is yours. and they will not know who you are. And if you do, maybe you decide that you told someone, but now you don't want people to know, let me know. I can always change your emoji for another random emoji. And also, by the way, if you forget which one is yours, let me know and I can tell you because I have a master list of all of them. All right, so you find yourself on the list. Let's say you are the little ghost and you want to know what's going on. You'll see a few things as you go across under the lessons. First, the number in here is your actual grade on the mastery check. So good job, little ghost. You've got 100, 100, 80, 75. The color coding, like I said, represents where you are. So 100 to 180 are good enough to pass the mastery checks for all three of those first assignments. But then this person got a 75 on lesson 0.4, not enough for that mastery check. That's going to be an 80, so that's why it shows up in yellow that you need to revise. Meanwhile, this person here, the face with hearts around it, they're a little bit behind schedule. They finished the first two lessons, but they are behind schedule on the third one, and that's why it's showing up in red. So this is really a tool for you to figure out where you are, to see where you are relative to the class, and possibly, if people share their emojis, which they don't have to, find other students who might be in the same spot that you are so that you can work together. Last thing about this. This spreadsheet is partly, but not 100% automated. There is a thing that I need to do in order to update it as things are done. So if you think that you finished something, but it's not showing up here, give it 24 hours for me to update it. If after 24 hours, it's still not there, but it's showing up in Google Classroom, talk to me and I'll try to figure out where the problem is. All right, that's the progress tracker. It is there to be helpful to you, I hope, and I will see you in the next video.